Got an interesting game coming up here on Sky in 8 minutes. Man United at home to Aston Villa. Manchester City won convincingly yesterday away at Norwich, which puts a little bit of pressure back on United again. They're still in the driving seat, obviously, and I really can't see them losing this game today against Aston Villa. We'll just have a look at the head-to-heads. I mean, as you can see, I mean, the top scorers so far, you know, Agbonlahor was playing today, obviously, but apart from that, Villa don't really threaten too much up front, whereas United, Rooney's playing, Scholes is playing, Ashley Young, Welbeck, Carrick, I mean, it's a full-strength side for United. We'll have a look at their recent home form. They're not conceding too many goals in the Premier League. Obviously, they conceded in the UEFA Cup and, the Europa Cup and the Champions League games. And the last game, the way they conceded a goal in the Premiership was against Liverpool, so not conceding too many. Villa away, scored at Liverpool, didn't threaten at Arsenal, goal at Blackburn, most people do. Couldn't score at Wigan like Man United couldn't score away last time at Wigan. Scored at Newcastle, and then they scored at Arsenal down there. United unbeaten in the last 3 meetings. Red Devils have scored 3 or more in 6 of the last 8 Premier League games at home to Aston Villa, which is interesting. United have won all 9 Premier League games that Scholes has started. He's starting today. Villa have only won on 1 of the last 26 league visits to Old Trafford. That was back in 2009. Villa have taken, they've only had 1 win in their last 10, drawn 5 and lost 4. Man United have not failed to score in consecutive Premier League games. The last game was 0-0 against Wigan. This goes back to 2007, so you'd think United are going to score, and I think it's going to be difficult to see. Personally, I think it's difficult to see Villa scoring. So I think what I'll do is we'll take a few correct scores to start with. I think this is the way I'll play it. Well, let's see, we have £10 on 2-0, £10 on 3-0. What I'd like to do with any unquoted is basically, it's just to break even really. It'll give us a little £8 profit. £50 to 30. Hopefully if United to get the first goal fairly early, then we can start cutting into this red as the goals start going in. I'm reasonably happy with that position. We've got to win on 2-0, better win on 3-0. If United go mad, then we're alright. It's just Villa scoring. I'm not confident that Villa can score in this game. We could, if it's 0-0 for a period of time, we could lay the under 2.5 goals, maybe when it's down at about 1.7, something like that. Be hard to get any unquoted if it gets down as far as that. There's a few things we can do, I think, during the game. The game's live on Sky, so we'll be watching it in running. But I think this will be our opening plays, back a few correct scores, based on the way we think the game's going to go. So we're in the market now. 3-0 is obviously our best result. A Villa goal would be pretty horrific unless United go on and beat them 4-1. So it's still 4 minutes to go to kick off, so I'll pause the video now. We're all done. And we'll see how the game starts. Well, that's so often at Old Trafford, and after 6 minutes, penalty. Harsh again. He did leave his foot out and he did catch him, but they get so many of these penalties. So it'll be Rooney. If he scores, this should bring 2-0, 3-0, and the any unquoted prices in, so we should create a green position after 5 or 6 minutes here, provided he hits the back of the net and Shea Given doesn't save it, of course. I don't know how many penalties United have had at home this season, but it's got to be a lot more than any other club in the Premiership. 1-0 Man United and Rooney penalty. 6 minutes. So we'll see what happens here. Here we go. Prices are starting to come back a little bit now. wait for everything to settle down. There we go. We're going to take £2 now, which we're not going to take, but I would have expected a little bit more than that, to be fair. Even money here. 11 to 10. If that was even money, I think I'd lay that for £8 at the moment, but we're not quite getting it. That's more like it. So £4 now, which is a bit better, but we're still not going to take it at this moment in time. We're going to see what happens. Again, obviously the biggest problem would be if Aston Villa scored against it. There's £6 now, it's starting to move up a bit. £10 I'd have taken, I think, at this early stage, but nowhere near that yet. So we'll just keep an eye on the game. Like I say, there's only 7 minutes gone, plenty of time left yet. Goal for Villa obviously hurts us, but as you can see by the price, the market's not expecting the game to finish 1-0, and it's not really expecting Villa to get the next goal either. So we'll see where we go. We're in a strong position. We're £5 profit at the moment. We've got plenty of time for United to try and get another goal. Probably bought ourselves till half time, to be honest. So we'll see where the game goes from here. That's the second goal there for Man United. Not really sure what the Aston Villa defence were doing there, but 2-0 United now, 43 minutes, just about going to half time. We'll see where the market settles again after that. But strong position now. We got £38 on 2-0, we got £50 on 3-0, they're both going to come down. Any unquoted still gives us £8. It's just this Villa goal now that obviously that we've had from the beginning, but to be honest they just never look like scoring. Don't even think De Gea's made it. I'm struggling to remember a shot on target in the first half. That's not to say they can't get lucky though and get something that bounces their way. So we'll have a look. We've got £10 now, which is a great return out of £30. It's a 33% return on investment. But we might use this next goal market to stop us losing, I think. But it's a great return, £11 off 30. See if we can get to half time, and then we'll make a decision. I think we'll either cover it with the next goal market, because we've now got £38. We can cover 30 for 12. So if there wasn't another goal, or if it was a Villa goal, would be covered anyway. £13. We'll give it a half time. It's nearly there now. It gives us plenty more time to think about exactly what it is that we're going to do to ensure that we get a decent profit from this game. There's the half-time whistle. We can take £15 now, which is 50% return on investment, which isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination, and it's not really worth £30. It's going to cost for 15. I don't think there's any value in worrying about it anymore, to be honest. We'll take the £15. We'll cash out, and we'll get ready for the next game. Keep making 50% return on investments in every game and you'll be doing alright. We've actually got £17, there you go, off 2-0 if it was to stay that way. I don't think it will. I expect Man United will probably get at least another couple. We've got 17 still on 3-0 as well, so we'll call it £15. Nice green book, and we'll move on to the next game and hopefully do exactly the same again.